Most people spend their entire lives waiting for retirement. But what if you stopped waiting? What if at 55 years old you just walked away from work? No more clock-ins, no more meetings, no more sorry, gotta stay late. Just freedom. But there's a catch, a twist that nobody really talks about. Social Security doesn't follow you out the door on your last day. In fact, that decision to retire at 55 can reshape your financial future in ways that catch a lot of people completely by surprise. Today, we're breaking down exactly what happens to your benefits if you retire early and how that one decision creates a ripple effect through the rest of your life. Retiring at 55 sounds like the ultimate goal. More time for family, for travel, or maybe just for never attending another Zoom meeting as long as you live. And if you pull it off, you're in rare company. Only about 1 in 10 Americans manage to retire between 55 and 59. But behind that dream is a stark reality. At 55, your Social Security retirement benefit is still 7 years away at the absolute earliest. For many, it might be 12 or even 15 years away. Because while your work stops, the Social Security system won't send you a check until you're at least 62.
This creates what's called the retirement gap, a long, quiet, and expensive stretch of life that you have to fund entirely on your own. How you handle that gap can make or break your entire long-term plan. This is where it gets interesting. Even though you've left the workforce, the Social Security clock doesn't care. It keeps ticking according to its own schedule, and there are 3 ages that truly matter. First, there's age 62. That's the earliest you can possibly claim your benefits, but doing so comes with a penalty, a permanent reduction of up to 30%. Then there's age 67, which for most people today is their full retirement age. Waiting until 67 gets you 100% of the benefit you've earned. Finally, there's age 70. If you can hold out until then, you get the maximum possible benefit, about 124% of your full amount. So if you retire at 55, you face a huge question the moment you turn 62. Do you take the smaller check now, or can your savings carry you for another 5 or even 8 years to get a much bigger payout? That one answer often determines everything. Now we get to the part most people never hear about, and it's probably the most important. Your Social Security benefit is calculated using your highest 35 years of earnings. Not your best 5, not your last 10, your best 35. And here's the trap. If you retire at 55 after working for, say, 30 years, you don't have 35 years of earnings. So what does the Social Security Administration do? It fills in those missing years with zeros, and those zeros drag your entire average down, which in turn lowers your monthly benefit for the rest of your life. Even if you do have 35 years of work in, retiring at 55 often means you're walking away during what could have been your highest earning years. Those peak salary years are crucial because they could have replaced the lower earning years from your 20s. Swapping out a year you made $30,000 with a year you made $100,000, that makes a real difference. Retiring at 55 stops that powerful replacement process cold. It's not necessarily a deal breaker for your dream, but it is a silent financial trade-off that you absolutely need to understand before you make the leap. Because when it comes to freedom, knowing the full price is the first step to truly affording it.
If you're in your 50s, think about this for a moment. For most people, this decade is when they hit their peak earning power. Those paychecks aren't just for today. They're actively working to improve your future. Each high-earning year goes into your Social Security calculation, replacing a low-earning year from when you were just starting out. When you decide to retire at 55, you're choosing time, you're choosing freedom, but you're also choosing to walk away from the very years that could significantly boost your future Social Security check. For some, that's a trade they'd make every time. For others, an extra $200 or $300 a month in their 70s or 80s might matter more than they ever expected. There's no single right answer, only the one that fits your life. So if you make that choice and Social Security doesn't kick in for years, how do you bridge the gap? This is where the plan becomes everything. Smart planning opens the door. First, there's something called the Rule of 55. If you leave your job in the year you turn 55, it may allow you to draw from your current 401k without the usual 10% penalty. It can be an absolute lifesaver.
Then there are standard brokerage accounts. Unlike dedicated retirement funds, you can access this money anytime with no age restrictions. It just requires smart investing and careful planning. You can also tap into your Roth IRA contributions, not the earnings, just what you put in, which are always available to you, tax and penalty-free. Some careers, like the military, teaching, or public safety, have pensions that can start at or even before 55. And finally, there's a more structured option called a 70T2 withdrawal, which lets you take scheduled payments from an IRA without penalties. Everyone's income bridge will look different, but the one non-negotiable is having a clear, honest plan for these early years before you walk out that door for the last time. After all the math, the rules, and the calculations, a much bigger question is waiting. What do you actually want your life to look like at 55? For some, early retirement is the very definition of freedom. It's time with grandkids, maybe starting a passion project or a second career. It's the first chance to just breathe in decades. But for others, working just a few more years is the line between financial stress and genuine security. It's the difference between scraping by and living comfortably, between constantly worrying about money and never having to think about it again. This isn't just a financial decision.
It's a lifestyle decision. It's emotional, it's deeply personal, and it's one you have to make with your eyes wide open, not based on fear or confusion or simple guesswork. So what really happens to your Social Security if you retire at 55? You don't lose it, you don't ruin it, but you do reshape it. You intentionally create a gap in your earnings record. You add a few zeros where high numbers could have been. You are actively trading future income for time today. And that trade-off, that exchange of money for moments, is a calculation only you can make. Because while Social Security is a vital piece of the puzzle, your life is more than a formula. Retiring at 55 is entirely possible, but only if you plan with intention and truly understand the road you're choosing to walk. It's a path that demands not just a dream, but a blueprint.